Hi everyone, we're on day 10. Nice quick video today just to finish off looking at the remaining quarterfinals. Look at yesterday's first. Del Potro threw in 4 sets against Isner. Went pretty much as expected. Isner's only set was in a tiebreak. Unfortunately, that was in the first set, so we got a decent price on Del Potro. So nice trade on that one. Stevens let us down, or let me down. Maybe not everybody thought she was going to win. Lost the first set in a double break. Messy second set, but she didn't come out of that looking good either. Don't know why all of a sudden her consistency deserted her. 2 late games, a little bit more interesting. First one, Pliskova against Serena Williams. Pliskova took an early lead. Serena was struggling, or seemed to be struggling. If you were watching the match, if you looked at the stats, there still wasn't that much between them. She was 3-1 up, she was 4-2 up. She did actually have, at 3-1 up, I think 3 break points for a double break lead. Didn't take it. She was 4-2 up. Didn't win another game in the set. And Williams took it in straight sets. Bit disappointing that that wasn't more competitive. Nadal team was competitive. A little bit surprised that team took the opening set 6-love. Nadal then recovered to a 2-1 lead and finally came down to a tiebreak in the 5th, and that could have gone either way. That was very tight. I did actually think team was going to take it. So there we go. That's the matches from yesterday. Let's have a look at today's. Okay, we'll start on the men's as usual. Cilic against Nishikori is the first one. Starts at 6:30. Nishikori leads the previous matches 8-6. The last match was on clay in April this year. Nishikori took that in 3 sets. They did meet this pair in the US Open final in 2014. Cilic won that in straight sets. It's not too much between them actually. Cilic has had one poor match, which was his 5-setter in the 3rd round. Nishikori's dropped just 1 set, which was to Kohlschreiber, also in the 3rd round. I'm going to give Cilic a slight edge in this, but I think it's going to be another long one. 4, perhaps 5 sets, 4 sets more likely. Nishikori is going to take a set, and I'm going to look to get on Cilic around about evens, but I'd probably take 195. Djokovic against Millman. Millman's going to have had, it always happens when a lower ranked player beats one of the top guys. He'll have had a lot of media attention, and even though he's had a couple of days since that match, a lot of extra time is going to be spent doing interviews from film crews around the world, and that's got a bit of distraction. Chance is going to take a set, but I think it's more likely that Djokovic gets through that in straight sets. However, at 1.07, there's nothing you can do except lay it. So if you do lay, I would look to remove liability around about 1.2. Djokovic has dropped a couple of sets in the first 2 rounds, but since then he's looked pretty solid. Even Gasquet couldn't really trouble him. And I think 3 sets seems the most likely, but I did say that against Federer. So we'll see how that goes. On to the ladies. Difficult one there. Osaka, Tsurenko. Osaka's priced up as pretty much a strong favourite, 143. She did win their only previous match, but that was back in 2014. She does have the edge. Stats for the tournament favour Osaka. She's only dropped the 1 set, which was against Sabalenka. Tsurenko's also lost just one set, which was against Vondrasova. Really not that much between them. So the value is on Serenko, but I do favour Osaka to take it. I think if Osaka does get an early break, then it's worth laying her. However, as the set goes on, if she goes a break behind, I'm going to be looking to back the Japanese player. Another tricky one there, Suarez Navarro against Madison Keys. Keys has won all 3 of the previous matches. All their previous matches went to 3 sets. 2 of those were on hard courts. Overall results this season favour Keys. Hard courts this season actually slightly favour Suarez Navarro. She's had a couple of good wins over Garcia and Sharapova, and I certainly don't think she can be written off there. Do favour Keys to get through, but at that sort of price, I think if we can get 1.2 on her early as a lay, remove the liability at 1.4 and back Keys if she loses at the first set. Good chance of 3 sets in that one. Nice short video. I'll see you for the next one.